Hello, it's me, Daniel, Dan, or anything else you want to call me. And today I'm making a video in my kitchen because better lighting and better background and better sound quality because last time I had an AC on in my room and you probably heard that. And that's probably why the sound quality was kind of weird. Even if anybody even watched the first video, but that's alright, I don't care. So, today I wanted to talk about, also I shaved, so it might look a little different. So today I really wanted to talk about gender and my gender identity. So I'll start out as saying I grew up as a male, was raised as a male, as a boy, did normal boy things, ran around the yard getting dirty, climbing stuff, getting muddy, playing with cars, playing with boy toys. Though since I was raised by my mom because my dad and mom got divorced and he wasn't an important part of my life, I still went to his house, but he wasn't a big influence, and I'll talk about that later. So since that whole thing, and I was raised by my mom and grew up with my sister, I played with some of her toys, her Barbies, her girl toys, her, more girly toys, and paint my nails. And I didn't get into makeup because, I don't know, it seemed way too messy. Even though I did like lipstick a little bit, but that's another story. Um, so because of this, and I didn't, but I didn't. I just thought maybe I'm just in touch with my femininity. I didn't think I'm just a I'm just a male who happens to be in touch with their female for their femininity. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that word correctly, but I thought maybe that's just what it was. But as I grew older and learned about different stuff and different gender identities and different genders and everything else, I started realizing maybe that wasn't the case. Maybe I wasn't entirely just a male with female with feminine qualities, with feminine interests, with feminine personality a little bit. I felt like, maybe I'm something else. And more time passed, I thought, maybe I'm gender fluid. Maybe I fluctuate between two. And I still think part of that I am a little bit, but now I feel like I discovered something better about myself, or something more concrete, more that feels like me. So my gender identity, identity, my gender identity is Ambonec. And I will put a flag in the fucking thumbnail. Hopefully, if I can figure out how to make a thumbnail for this video. So that's my gender identity. And Ambonec is a non-binary gender identity that a person identifies as male, female, and neither at the same time. So I thought that pretty much sums me up. Sometimes I feel like I'm a guy. Sometimes I feel like I'm way more feminine than I should be, and sometimes I don't. I just feel like a person. A human that doesn't need a gender, doesn't need a label, doesn't need a whatever. So that's about it. Yeah, I'm Ambonec. Or Ambonique. I'm not entirely sure how to say it, and if anybody ever does see this video, someone please tell me how to say it properly, because every time I've googled the pronunciation, then nothing pops up. The only thing that ever pops up is the meaning, which I had to find out myself too and learn about. And I feel like that's it. I feel like that's me. Sums me up pretty much. I'm an Ambonic individual. Whether that I still go by male pronouns because I haven't got into pronouns. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they're not important. They are. Pronouns are the most important thing to a person. Calling them by what they identify as, he, she, them, they, or nothing, or calling them just by their name. Whatever they want their name to be. It's important, and it's totally cool. It's totally important and totally, people shouldn't crap out about it, but that's a topic for another thing. People shouldn't complain about it, but that's, like I said, that's a topic for another time. So, and yeah, I'm Ambonec, and slightly gender fluid, flux, whatever, gender flux fluid, where I fluctuate and I different, whatever it's more about feeling and more about, at the time and personally what I feel like at the time, at the moment. If I feel more feminine, I will, if I feel more feminine, I feel more masculine, I feel like neither, if I feel like all three at the same time, excuse me, I burped, that's fine, and I'm a completely valid person. And anybody else who is this, if you ever do see this video, because there's going to be tags, you might eventually see it. Anybody does feel this exactly, please, explain it to me a little bit better. Give me a pronunciation. Give me what you personally think. Is it more personal, or is it just a thing that just happens? And people with any kind of gender identity, especially with the, non-binary part, I always understood it. And I never thought maybe I was that, or was even part of that. And who knows, I actually am. So that's pretty cool. And I wanted this to, get it off my chest, get something, tell people this, because somebody will eventually see this and watch it. And maybe people in my own circle, in my own family and friends and etc. will see this video and think, oh, I didn't know that about them. So that was just the whole point of making this, and just rambling a little bit about gender and everything, which I'll talk about gender, other things later. So that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about, and pretty much sums up this entire video. So let's hope this video turns out alright and goes through, and hope someone sees it that, identifies this, or someone who sees it who didn't know that about me personally, and, knows me personally. Because, I like when people find out stuff about me that they didn't know. I like finding out stuff about myself that I didn't know either, so that goes with this too. So, that's that. I'm Ambonec, I'm Daniel, I'm Dan the Human Being. That's what I named this channel now. I changed it because of the pronoun, and it felt better. So, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video whenever I do make another video. So, bye.